I don't really think so. I think it's more like the NFL's job to monitor the concussions. The government really doesn't have to get involved.
And I really feel like that catalyst at this point is the government.
The government shouldn't be involved in sports-related decisions that are taking place. I think it's a level that was never envisioned for our government.
Yeah, I do, because it's kind of can affect a player for a long time if they're not well educated on it.
The more help that we have with being able to prevent concussions, the better.
Honestly, it's not really their problem. It's just wasted tax dollars on something that can be monitored by the NFL.
He developed difficulties in short-term memory, attention, concentration, organization, planning, problem-solving, judgment, and ability to juggle more than one task at a time. In John's brain, there were striking changes in regions of the brain that control personality and behavior. There were extreme changes in areas controlling rage behavior and impulsivity, severe changes in areas that are also responsible for memories. There are still thousands of kids and adults out there right now playing football at all levels who will eventually come down with this devastating and debilitating disorder. And as a doctor and as a mother, I think this calls for immediate action. We need to take radical steps to change the way football is played, and we need to change this today.
I play basketball and soccer and tennis, and I've never gotten a concussion.
I had 3 concussions last year as a freshman.
I did get 1 concussion this year.
Yeah, I got one last year, but that was it.
I took the concussion test. They went off the baseline test I took earlier in the year. I failed it, so I sat out for a week and a half, and I got approved by my doctor and took the concussion test again, and I was able to be back out within a week, and I think it was enough time for me to recover.
This is the 3 concussions I had as a freshman. I had to get an MRI done at Stanford Medical Center, and when I got my MRI back, they found a spot that they still don't know what it is. But now, every year until I'm at a high school, I have to get 2 MRIs done, just so as a follow-up, so they know what's kind of happening, if it's getting better or worse.
No, I think the NFL should have their own group regarding concussions. The government shouldn't be involved, considering all the responsibilities it has already. I don't think it should be involved in a game.
NFL isn't involved with the government. I don't see why the court would have anything to do with concussions.
Anytime you go out and play football, you always have the risk of getting a concussion, but you can avoid that by having proper technique when you tackle and
hitting with your head up, not down, because that could also be dangerous with breaking your neck.
Increasing the helmet padding, that's all you can really do, because there will always be contact in football.
I guess increasing technology with padding and football protection would help prevent more concussions.
Well, I've been taught how to fall and how to prepare myself for that kind of situation, so if you're a coach, then definitely make your team ready for that.
Yes, we deal with concussions on a daily basis playing football. Since it is a contact sport, just this season alone, I believe we've had 4 players who suffered anywhere from mild to severe concussions, which we've had to deal with on a very, very, I say, cautious basis. with one player even suffering 2 concussions this year, and now not being able to play the remainder of the season.
It's really time for the government to step up to the plate. You know, I mean, the NFL has been in charge of things for so long. They've had so many opportunities to really do something about it, and they really haven't.
Yeah, I do, because it's kind of can affect a player for a long time if they're not like well educated on it.
The more help that we have with like being able to prevent concussions, the better.
I don't think they need to intervene medically wise. I think that it would be great though for the government to provide more funding for research for preventative care and further rehab, things like that.
You know, I remember reading a story on the internet about this Navy pilot who crashed his jet, and the impact was 70 G's. Recently at a high school in Indiana, researchers from Tulane found out that some impacts were exerting 290 G's on high school level football players.
There's never going to be a way to eliminate concussions 100% or to prevent them 100%, so I think they're definitely doing a good job.
Well, my name is John Byrne. I have been affiliated with football since 1962, and that's from coaching and officiating. I can go back to 1905 when President Roosevelt was about ready to ban football because of the severity of the game. No, they should not enter that. The NFL, they have enough qualified people to take care of the game and the rules themselves.
We didn't make this video for no reason. We have a purpose. We set out with the intent of making a video on concussions, but found so much more. We saw how concussions affected not only the players' game, but also the players' lives. We've seen concussions firsthand and know their serious effects. Either way, government or NFL, someone needs to step in and make some changes, because the well-being of professional football players is at stake, and hopefully we've gotten this point across to you, because it matters.
Tenuous at best was all he had to say when pressed about the rest of it, the world that is. From Proto-Sanskrit Minoans to Proto-centric Lisboans, Greeks, Cypriots and Habasats.